Howdy gamers, Mitty here, welcome back to another video. I hope everybody is having an absolutely lovely day. Today, I'm going to be telling you about the wonders and the mysteries of the caverns on Coral Island. I am so excited for this video, and if you like it, please feel free to like and subscribe. It would help me out tremendously. Anyways, let's get right to it. First things first, let's talk about how you unlock the caverns so you can go in there and explore yourself. There's nothing really special I had to do to unlock the caverns. I just kind of played the game, a couple days passed, and then an NPC came to my door and told me that it was safe to go into the first couple levels of the cavern, but anything past that I would be encountering enemies and such. Once you get told the caverns are safe to go into, you can head to the caverns. You will no longer hear battling inside and you will actually be able to enter. Inside, you will find another NPC and they will give you a sword. The sword is pretty basic and I'm actually not 100% sure if you can upgrade it, but either way, the sword is very useful and whenever you go in there, I'd recommend having it on you. If you're like me and you're trying to maximize inventory space so you put some of your tools away that you know you're not going to use, I would plan accordingly with the sword because yeah, you can mine, but you won't be able to fight the enemies you find inside the caverns. The enemies do drop loot, so it's worth killing them, and I will go over that loot later in this video. The caverns can be found in the top left section of the map. If you start heading in the general direction of the cavern, there are several signs that will point the way. Next up, we are going to go over the different sections of the cavern. At the moment, since it's early access, only 2 sections are available right now, the earth and the water sections. These can be found on the right side of the cavern. So in order to unlock the water section, you have to progress through the earth section. At the moment, there's only 40 floors per section. I'm not sure if 40 floors is the max in the water and earth areas, but I know for sure that they're adding 2 new sections later down the road. You can find that on the roadmap. The last 2 sections are fire and air. Alright, moving on to the ores you can find and the other rocks and crystals and artifacts. There are 2 ores in the game as far as I can tell at the moment, and each of them is specific to a certain section. Bronze is found in the earth area. Silver is found in the water area. I have also found that you can get bronze in the water area, just not from little rocks. You get them from enemies and you get them from little... It's hard to explain, but basically it's like a crack in the ground and you mine it and it'll break a little bit and you follow that. And then once it opens up more, it's like a little bronze mine. Next, we're going to go over the gems you can find and the little geodes. Currently in the game, there is a specific geode per section, and then there's a mystery geode. These can contain random things like materials or artifacts or even gems. In order to open the geodes, you have to go to the blacksmith and pay, I believe it's 20 coins to open each one. Unfortunately, I only have the earth geode, but this is what they look like. Next up, we're going to talk about the little rock that gives you a guaranteed gem. They come in a bunch of different colors, and I think that is what determines what kind of gem you get from the rock. It's really hard to miss them because it looks like there's something inside of it that's very colorful. And those gems can be donated to the museum, but only 1 per gem can be donated. For the rest of them, you could give them to a townsperson, you could sell them and get rich. It really just depends on what you want. I've done both. Now we're going to go over the enemy types in the game. At the moment, there's only 2 enemies in the game. There is a slime that throws projectiles at you that do 20 damage per hit, and also 5 damage if you step on the slime it leaves behind. And there is an explosive spider that will leap towards you and do 20 damage when it comes in contact with you. But when the spider explodes, you don't take damage. and neither do any rocks near you. This could most definitely change in the future though. Each enemy drops a specific piece of loot known just to them. For slimes, it is slime goop, which the description reads, "It is light and blunt." Spiders drop spider fur, and the description for this item reads, "It's fluffy and perfectly safe to touch." Both enemies will also drop monster essence on occasion. It reads, "Is it their insides or their soul?" So far, I've found no uses for these 3 items, besides just hanging on to them and letting them take up inventory space. But I haven't sold any of them either yet. Each of them are labeled loot, so I assume you can sell them with no repercussions. Moving on to the future of the caverns and what content we can look forward to seeing being added. We are going to be going off of the roadmap, which can be found in the menu. Once you click on the menu, scroll down to the summer content update, and on the last little bullet point, it says Windgate Mining. So hopefully all goes to the devs' plan where we can unlock the Windgate as the summer update rolls out. We are not sure when the summer update will be, but be patient because these devs have already put their heart and soul into this game and it has already turned out incredibly. Next up, we are going to scroll down a little bit more on the roadmap and look at the end game update. In this box, you can see Firegate Mining as the first bullet point. So in fact, we know the sections go as follows: earth, water, wind, then fire. As I mentioned before though, only earth and water are available at the moment. Wind and fire are to be added at a later date. And just to be double clear, in order to unlock the water shrine section area, you have to get to level 40 on the earth shrine section area. Now I'm going to go over what I hope they add to these little sections of the caverns in the future. As I went through the caverns, I saw some stuff was unfinished, so I know it's still a work in progress, but I think it would be so cool if they added specific enemies, like for example, the exploding spiders that look like they're made of lava would go to the fire area, and the slimes, I don't know where they would fit in. They would probably just be a base enemy across the board, but just like enemies specific to the section you're in. I think that would be so cool. And I don't know how plausible that is because I'm not a game dev, but I think that would be such a cool idea. And it would really add to the immersion. That's the main idea I had. I mean, of course, like new gems and this and that, but there's already so much to explore in the caverns, so I feel like they hit the nail on the head. Next up, and I'm not sure where to put this in the video, so I'm just gonna stick it in the back, but we're gonna go over the mining skill tree, at least what we have so far of it. Okay, so for the mining skill tree, I have completed all of it because it's still a work in progress and you only have 5 little bonuses you can get. We're going to go over the bonuses and which ones I find most useful. So first off, double ore. 1, there's double ore 2 as well. Chance to mine double ores, a 20% chance. Now that is incredible and that has helped me so much. Number 2, it gives you a 40% chance, which is even better. I'm excited to see what they do for the tier 2 skills and for all these sections. But for the third thing is you can find double gems, a 5% chance. I am going to be honest, I don't know if I've even seen this proc yet, but it is still such a cool thing to have. Rock Domino 1, chance to break surrounding rocks when mining. It's a 5% chance. And then Rock Domino 2, increased chance to break surrounding rocks when mining, a 10% chance. Now, my favorite of these is probably the double ore 1 and 2. I find it most useful. Also, it procs the most because it's 20 and 40% chance, but either way. Honestly, the Rock Domino is cool, but rarely have I gotten lucky with it. It doesn't proc very often for me. And neither does double gems. If you were to start fresh and you were wondering which one of these I'd recommend to pick, I would definitely go with the double ore just because the percent chance is higher, and the other ones, I mean, they're very cool, but I've not had much luck, and you may be luckier than me, so pick what you want, but this is what I'd recommend, the double ore. Not that it really even matters what you pick because you can you can redeem all of these and have all of the buffs at the same time, which I think is very cool and also another unique thing to this game. Well, that's it for my guide to the caverns. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you liked this video. I have several more guides in the works, such as a guide to fishing or bug catching or ocean critters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys later. Bye!